friends, and welcome to the channel for the midweek video. Before we get started, I would just like to express my deepest condolences to Ewan on the passing of your father-in-law. So Ewan, I'm very sorry for your loss, and thoughts and prayers are with you and your family at this time. And so with that, we're gonna get right into today's video. So that is A&E Khalifa. Yes, very, very nice scent on this one. This one was sent to me by Chris and Mary at Highland Springs. Very, very nice. It's based on Nasomatto Black Afgano. And the scent notes on this are, and we'll get right into them as we lather up. Brush for today is my CoyoteCuts Demented Topper. My custom brush, 24 millimeter, sorry. Luxury Manchurian knot. Get the coin, and yeah, this is like having your face lathered up by angels. Such a nice knot. All right, so the scent notes on this, and they will be in the description below, taken right from the A&E website. Are a blend of mysterious and dark. I have to do this for the full effect. As I lose my fucking brush into the sink. I want to do that. Resins. We're going to circle back to that. Anybody who smelled this soap probably knows exactly where I'm going with that. Tobacco, vanilla, because I don't know if it's possible for Peter to do a soap without tobacco and vanilla. And that's not a knock on Peter. I can get why that's one of his favorite scent profiles, because I also love the fragrance of tobacco and vanilla. It's just such a classic, great pairing. Oud, coffee, and incense. And yeah, it's a very, very nice scent. Oh, and those resins are really starting to come out as I lather this. And I think the brush has more than enough soap. So the resins. So I had to do a little bit of research on this and do a little bit of searching on the old Googles to find out what was up with that. Because as soon as I smelled this, there was something in the scent note. And the very first thing that hit me was, I know exactly what that is. But then I started looking up the ingredients, and it's not listed, or the scent notes, and it's not listed. But then there's the resins in quotation marks. So I start doing some more intergoogling, and sure enough, a little bit of research led me to believe exactly what I knew my nose was telling me. The resins are the electric lettuce. That's right. Cannabis resin. And I gotta say, it smells pretty good. It takes me back to my younger days when I used to smoke a lot of the devil's lettuce, and used to go to a lot of rock concerts, or there'd be lots of exotic resin smoke lingering through the crowd. And yeah, I quite dig it. And actually, for me, for my nose, that is one of the most predominant notes I'm getting off this above anything else, is the cannabis. Especially as I lather it up, I'm just getting hit with a nice, sweet cannabis smell. And it's not like super dank or super skunky or like bleh. It's just that nice, sweet smell of Mary Jane. And I like it. I like it a lot. I am getting some of the woody notes, the oud. Not really, I think I'm getting a bit of the tobacco. Tobacco's playing with the cannabis, kind of almost like, doing the old hash back in the day. A little ball of hash. You stick it on the end of a cherry. Put it in a bottle. And do bottle tokes. Done a few of those in my day too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming back. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying the scent on this so far. I didn't really know what to go with for a splash because I don't have anything at all is cannabis forward. But so I went with the Cosa Nostra, which is just really slinging that tobacco and vanilla, because I think that'll play nice with this under all that smell of sweet weed. Sweet weed. Anyway, I think we'll go with that for a lather. That should be perfectly serviceable. Do have my scuttle. Always have my scuttle. So hot water, brush. Brush just sits in there, keeps the knot warm, keeps the lather warm. So it's not necessary to make a bowl lather in a scuttle to keep your lather warm. Just a pro tip for you. And then I do a cold water rinse. So I like the nice warm lather on the face and the cold water rinse. It feels great. Going with the OG Grand Shave King. And yeah, looks like it's got a lot of teeth because it does. This is all teeth, but no bite. It's a nice, very super, incredibly, ridiculously mild shaver. So, yeah. Brand new Gillette 7 o'clock green. Oh, that feels nice. There's no blade feel in this. So story time. So, speaking of dark and mysterious, back in the day, you guys know I told one of my stories. I used to be a firefighter. So, it was well known in the fire department that I had an abject fear of heights. So, they were good about it. You would never be forced into like super uncomfortable positions. You know, so like say if we're fighting a house fire and you know they know that somebody's afraid of heights, they're not going to send that person to the roof to do venting because there's no point. If you're afraid of heights, why would you be on the roof, right? You're just going to be scared shitless the whole time you're up there. You're not going to get anything accomplished. So you know, people like me that are afraid of heights, you don't do the venting, they just send your scaredy cat ass inside the fire. So, you know, whatever. I would much rather do that than be up on the fucking roof, though. So anyway, we're doing training one night, training for rescuing people stuck in a house fire and that had to be removed from a window. And like everything in life, there's a technique to doing things. And the technique is you put the ladder up beside the window and one person goes up the ladder to do the rescue, and then you have to hook your leg in through one of the rungs. So you get one of the rungs locked in behind your knee. So I don't even know if I can demonstrate this, but say there's a ladder, right? There's a box, here's a rung, and then you move the box down, and here's another rung. So if this is one box, you would put your leg in through here, and then you would lock this rung underneath your knee, and you would stick your foot out down underneath here and lock it underneath the other rung. So that way you can go hands free, and you lock the leg in that's furthest away from the window. So say if you put the ladder up here and the window is here where my face is, you would put your, the way I'm doing this, would be my left leg window to the right. So you lock your left leg in, then you can scooch over and you can lean your whole body and your other leg out over the ladder, going hands free, enabling you to have your hands freed up to grab the person and drag them out the window and get them on the ladder. So that's fine. So to demonstrate this, we set up our tallest ladder. And I forget how tall that thing was, but it was a big ass ladder. It was tall. And somebody had to be the victim. And what the victim had to do was climb to the very top of the ladder and then just hang out and wait till the two other guys came up behind to rescue you. And to rescue you, they would lock their leg into the ladder. And then you had to go limp and pretend you're unconscious, because they were going to maneuver you. So they had you in the crooks of their arms, because that's how you get the people down. Once you get them on the ladder, then you have to maneuver your body to get your legs out of the rungs, which is difficult. And then you get them in the crooks of your arms while you hold the ladder, so they're resting on your elbows, and you're pushing them against the ladder, and you're carrying all their weight on your arms while you're gripping the ladder as you climb down. And then you got a guy behind you that's pushing up on your ass and bracing you, and then there's people holding the ladder as well. So there's a technique to it. So guess who they sent to the top of the ladder to be rescued? That's right, me. All 300 pounds of me, because I was a big boy back when I was a firefighter. So they sent me, the scaredest person, to be up on top of a ladder, to go up there and play the victim, and then have to try and go limp and pretend you're unconscious while I had a death grip on the ladder. And then who do they send up to rescue me? The smallest guy in the fire department. To prove that this technique works. So anyway, obviously I'm still here. It all went swimmingly well, and then we all had to take turns doing the rescuing, so I took my turn rescuing somebody, and the technique worked, but I tell you, it was hard to get your legs in and out of those rungs. You know, and we're in full kit too, right? Full bunker gear, got a pack on the back, the whole 9 yards. But it was kind of neat. It was good training, but I've never been. I don't think I've been more scared in my life than I was at that point. Just especially once he got all my weight and he had me sideways, and he's like, "Yeah, don't open your eyes, don't look down." And of course, I open my eyes and I am looking fucking straight down at the ground, completely sideways across this ladder. It's like, if you drop me and I survive, I will kill you. But it was all good, and he was my partner. So he was the dude that he was the dude that I went into buildings with. So we did have a level of trust there. So yeah, it was all good. It was fun training, but in hindsight, it was kind of fun. At the time, not so much. But yeah, let's talk about this soap. So yeah, I'm still getting a lot of cannabis. The shave is going good. This is where the Shave King kind of struggles a little bit for me. Is on this against the grain. But then again, I can kind of do a pretty much fully against the grain pass and get away without having any irritation, because it's so mild. But it is leaving a little bit of stubble. I can't quite get a full BBS. Maybe if I went with the feather blade, maybe. But it gives such a good shave, I don't even really care if I get BBS, because it's damn close anyway. So yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely still getting cannabis. That's like the number one. That's the number one scent note I'm getting out of this is cannabis, big time. So if cannabis is your thing, then you definitely should check this soap out. Gonna do some recording today after I'm done doing this. Got some guitar tracks to do for another new song. Got my new drive pedal. I'll talk about that on the weekend. So I'm very happy with that. And very happy with that shave. About 95% BBS, 5% DFS. That's good enough for me. No irritation. Smell around, nice shave. Whew. tell you, this soap has got some legs too. I didn't mention the scent strength. It's banging. It's about a 7 or an 8. With 0 being you can't smell it, and 10 being your wife yelling at you from the downstairs, what hell kind of soap are you using? This is about a 7.5 to an 8. Easily. That's all stank. Very nice. Alright, so the splash, as we mentioned, Cosa Nostra from A&E, a good dose of tobacco and vanilla in this. A little bit of sweetness there too, which I think is going to go good with the woodiness. There's only one way to find out, and that's to put it on the face, because I am getting quite a bit of residual scent off the soap. Yeah, it's a good choice. It was a very good choice. It's playing nicely. The nose knows what the nose knows. Right. So anyway, that is the shave for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Straight razor shaves will be returning very soon. I didn't even mention, yeah, the eye recovery is going great. I've been weaning off some of the drops, so now my vision is getting clearer, less blurry. So I think the drops were the culprit. So yeah, things are going great. And yeah, so return to the straights probably pretty soon. I know I'm eager to get back to it. All the razors, if they could talk, they might be eager to get back to it. They've all been stropped, 69 laps. And we're just ripping and raring and ready to go. So until the weekend, my friends, that's it for me. I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year. Here's to a better, hopefully better 2021. And yeah, so be safe, be kind to one another, and most importantly, have a great day and even better shave. We'll catch you on the weekend. Peace, and I love yous.